my stars, welcome back to my channel, Goddess of Stars Tarot. It is your celestial Betty Karen, and she is back with another one. If you are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber, you're about to get your whole life. This is going to be your tea. So y'all already know what to do. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Yes, get in with your girl. And if you would like to book a personal reading with your girl, you can check out my website, goddessofwhispers.com. All right, let's get into this read. I already cleansed the energy, the space, and we about to get all up and through. All right, let's see what the tea is with the collective and what you need to know. This is for those of you who may have somebody on your mind that you're thinking about, or somebody here who you're currently connecting with, but we're about to get all up and through and see what the energy is that is surrounding you and the person that you have on your mind. All right, so keep in mind, this is not going to be everyone's story, okay? And roles can be reversed in my readings. All right, so let's see. What's the energy here for the collective Aquarius? What they need to know about the person they have on their mind. What's the energy surrounding this reading? Let's see. I need about 2 to 3 cards from this deck. What's the energy? Okay. We have I'm trash. We have apology and fear. Bottom of the deck is the Inquirer. All right, so we got some interesting energy that's coming through here. So this is somebody that you are dealing with, or that you were dealing with. Excuse me, that you were dealing with, that either cheated on you, always, because it said always a cheater, once a cheater. You're not the first, and you damn sure ain't going to be the last, okay? So I'm here to tell you, all right? You're going to have them days where somebody fucks around on you, and you will find out, all right, eventually. What's in the dark always comes to light, but it's the way in which you handle it and how you move forward. That's the part that actually counts when you go through something with somebody that doesn't really respect you or doesn't cherish you, is how you handle that situation going forward. In that exact moment is when it counts. It shows how the relationship will go from that point on. So I do feel like somebody in your life cheated on you or mistreated you in some way, wasn't completely humble enough to say, you know what, I have me a great person in my life. I don't want to go down the path of doing them wrong. This is somebody who don't even have respect for themselves, all right? But I do see that this is somebody here who could have apologized to you or is coming in to apologize to you, is the energy, or at least there is thoughts of wanting to apologize in the situation. It's definitely indicating that this person thinks that you are their person, or you are the one that they have on their mind. You have some type of strong connection. All right. For some of you, there is someone that this person is choosing that has some type of strong connection or strong pull on your person. So keep that in mind, because it can go both ways. And then we have the energy of fear, right? So something is blocking this connection where someone is in fear. It could be either intimidated by you, maybe what you're going to say. Maybe you are somebody here that once they come in and with the apologies or whatever, they know you're going to be on your riffraff. So they're not trying to hear that. So there's fear behind it, or maybe even fear about you finding out here. So keep that in mind as well. Someone is definitely either losing sleep over the situation or just scared to take that leap of faith. All right. So fear is blocking this connection from coming together. All right. Fear of what is going to happen, right? Because every action has a reaction. So keep that in mind. So let's see what's going on. What's the energy here? What's the energy here for Aquarius? We're going to do a past, present, and what's coming in. What's the energy here for Aquarius? What's the energy here for Aquarius? It's just going to be a little quick reading, a little 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right. Let's see. All right. Being told to stop here. All right. So we have rejection. We have divine timing. And we have divinely guided. We have world, King of Swords, King of Wands. Ooh. Hierophant, the Magician, and the Four of Swords. Overall energy. Let's see the bottom of the deck. We got the Hermit with the It's Time. All right, let's dive into this reading, the energy, and see what the hell is going on. All right, so this is very, very interesting, okay? The overall energy is the Hermit and the divine timing. And I'm sorry, it's time energy. I feel like someone in this connection, or both, take it as it resonates, this has led to a deep inner reflecting energy, like introspection. So a lot of time to think about what it is that you want out of the connection, where you see this connection going, what do you want for your life. This is looking at the picture on a whole. So I do feel like someone is feeling like maybe they are running out of time, or they're at their wits end with the situation. For some of you, this is the divine intervening in the connection and saying this connection needs a break, this connection needs self-reflection in order for it to continue to either move on, or just accept the fact that this is a connection that just cannot be at this time, right? Because you guys are in two different places. When somebody mistreats you, or does anything in the relationship that is not on the up and up, and you are a standing person, you are a person of values, you're someone who's ethical in the relationship, or you're the one who does everything the right way in the connection, this is somebody who is not in alignment with you. And yes, people can make mistakes because we are only human, right? But like I said in the beginning, it's how in which you deal with the situation when the problem happens going forward, which will define how the relationship moves forward. All right, so keep that in mind. So in the past, we have rejection, divine timing, and divinely guided. So I do feel like this is a connection that something indeed took place here between the two of you. I also feel like someone either got rejected, or someone here, was in their divine masculine energy. Maybe their ego is the vibe here. I'm feeling a vibe of, someone felt like they were above the program, is what I'm getting. And I feel like something took place, and we're going to clarify all of this divine timing and the divinely guided. But I feel like this connection was being guided in some way, shape, or form, right? I feel like something here needs more time to either grow, or more time to reflect on individually what each of you want out of life in order for this connection to be where it needs to be. All right. So I'm getting two people who are attractive, who look good, is the vibe and the energy that I feel. But I also feel like one took the other person for granted in the situation. All right, so presently we got the World card, the King of Swords, and the King of Wands. We got two people in divine masculine energy, right? And I feel like with this World card, this is about the two of you creating new paths. So you guys can be separated at this time. And I feel like there's a cycle here that needs to complete before you guys come back together. So I got one person who is constantly in their head, overthinking the situation. For some of you here, needing mental clarity to the situation, there is an emotional detachment from one party in the connection, while the other person is somebody who is very, very, I wouldn't say they don't care, but this person does things on impulse, is the vibe that I'm getting. So this person is somebody here who is very headstrong, is my way or the highway. This person wants it all because what they have is just not enough, is the vision that I see here in this connection between the two of you. So Aquarius, your energy, you got the King of Swords red smack in the middle. So you're showing up in masculine energy. You're showing up in an energy right now where you may be emotionally detached, or getting to that point where you are becoming emotionally detached from the situation. And it's because of either the truths that surfaced or came forth in the connection between you and this person, or the vibe is just giving me of that of like, right now, you are not budging because you need clarity to the situation, right? You're in a phase of, I wouldn't say judgment per se, but you are in a phase of like, okay, I need to see what plays out from here, right? You need all the facts before you can make a move. So something here is still up in the works to be revealed that is not being revealed here, is what it's saying, okay? And I feel like with this person that you're dealing with is giving fire sign energy. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy is showing up here, and Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy is showing up here as well. We also have Taurus energy showing up for you guys as well, okay? So far in the reading, and Virgo energy is here too. But I do feel like the energy is that of two people who are turning their backs on each other, and it's because you both are very headstrong at this time, and it's about you guys trying to find your way outside of each other is what I feel. All right, and then what's coming in, you have the Hierophant, the Magician, and you have the Four of Swords. So I do feel like there is a lot of self-reflecting, taking time to love on yourself. This is a healing energy that is surrounding either you or the both of you. But I do feel like this is about getting in alignment with what it is that you truly believe, like your values, like what's very important to you. Like for some people, that looks like they're okay with being in a polygamous situation. They're okay with falling in love with multiple people if that's what they want out of their life. And then you have people who want monogamous relationships. They want to be with somebody where it's only me, you're going to respect me, we're going to be together. You got some people who just want to date. They don't want anything serious at this time. And this is what this Hierophant energy is giving. It's giving staying true to you. What are your beliefs? What are your values? What it is that you want out of the situation. So I feel like the energy here on the bottom row is that of, manifesting the things that truly make sense. What you want wants you. This is what all this energy is saying. Right? So I do feel like this is about attracting what makes sense to you at the end of the day. So of course, I can't leave y'all high and dry. We got to clarify. We got to clarify. Clarify the first row: rejection, divine timing, and divinely guided. What's the energy here? And then we're going to see what's hidden, what's being hidden in this connection. Remember, this is supposed to be a little quick, little boop, boop. Let's see. What's the energy here? Why is rejection, divine timing, and divinely guided here? What's the energy here for Aquarius? What they need to know about this situation. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so we have the King of Swords. We have the Two of Wands in the reverse and the Hierophant in the reverse that fell out on the floor. Let me grab it. All right, so we have the King of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Hierophant in the reverse. So I feel like this energy is like not thinking big, like thinking very small. You need to be thinking big, bitch. If you know where I got that from. But somebody here is thinking very, very small, or not thinking about the bigger picture of the situation is what I feel. And I also feel with this Hierophant, this is about repeating past mistakes, not willing to grow, not willing to move forward in situations. And this is showing me someone in the situation that was very headstrong in the past and not willing to grow past, small beliefs. They're not thinking big enough beyond themselves in the situation, right? And keep that in mind, right? You can want so much for someone, but if someone only knows so much, right, that's kind of hard. It's not to say they can't learn, right? It all boils down to like, you could bring a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. So in this situation, this is somebody here who maybe was not on the same alignment as you, right? They may show up that way at some point, but you could have outgrown that situation and they didn't catch up with you. Or this is someone here who pretended to be something that they wasn't, at the end of the day, just to get with you or be with you. Because I'm seeing someone here who is not really thinking about the future, not thinking about, where this can lead, the potential things. This person is somebody who is stuck in that energy of a repeated cycle of their habits and things of that nature. And they're very headstrong about it. Could even be feeling like they do no wrong, or what they do, this is what it is, right? So that is the vibe that I'm getting here from this person. And this is why divinely guided was needed. So I feel like this is about you trusting the journey and the path that your spirit angels have for you, because it's telling me that you are connected, protected. You are protected. And I feel like the protection here is protecting you from more hurt, more pain in the situation, because one party in the connection just wasn't aligning with you at some point, because they are still stuck in an energy of low vibrationals, all right? They're stuck in the energy of they just can't get enough of XYZ. While you, on the other hand, could be somebody here who wanted more for the connection and they just weren't on that same page or wavelength as you is, okay? Is what I feel. So I feel like someone took a step back here is what it's saying, okay? Let's dive a little bit deeper. Show me the World, the King of Swords, and the King of Wands. Give me one more. Thank you. All right, so we have the Four Swords, the Ten of Wands, and let's see what this is, and the Star, your energy. I feel like currently you're losing hope in the situation, right? I feel like this is something that you took a break from. I feel like this is something that you did because it was necessary for you to work on self. This energy is about healing. So right now you could be still healing from this situation and this connection. But I also do feel like you are still carrying this energy. One or both. Take it as it resonates, right? I'm just reading the cards. But somebody here is still carrying this energy with them. This situation has definitely been a lot to take on, all right? And I feel like for some of you here, you're starting to lose hope on this situation of where this is going. It's almost as if you're giving up in a way, but you still have like that small ounce of hope that things can still work itself out, or maybe this person grows up and does what they're supposed to do in the situation, because I'm seeing out of these cards, you have two people who are very headstrong right now. And the vibe is that of trying to heal from something and find their way along whatever their individual paths are. And if it's meant for you guys to come back together, then that will be what it will be at the end of the day. But I do feel like right now you guys are on some type of pause, inner healing journey, and just living life as you should, right? And what's meant to be and what's for you will circle back and come back to you if it's meant to be, all right? So let's see. Show me the Hierophant, the Magician, and the Four Swords. All right, we got one card out so far. We got the Three of Wands. And last but not least, the King of Pentacles. Yep, there it is. Bottom of the deck is the Temperance card. All right, so I feel like this energy is telling me that something here that you've been waiting for, waiting on, manifested, is what is going to end up coming back in some way. So keep in mind, we had the Hierophant, the Magician, and we had the Four Swords. That energy is about healing, self-reflecting, withdrawing yourself from love to heal from situations. But we also have the Hierophant, which means, you know, commitment as well, and aligning yourself with what's right. And I do feel like this is about what you want you. And that was very clear in the bottom. So I do feel like the energy is that of, you know, someone here trying to circle back. And this is about bringing balance back to the connection. We did start the reading off with apology. And we also had the Inquirer here as well. So I do feel like this is about somebody here feeling like you are their person, or this is someone here that I really want to right my wrongs with, because the Temperance call is all about balance, right? You're in a space right now where you are choosing to do things the right way. You are in a space where you realize what I have is enough, you know, and I can take what I have and water it and make it grow. So that vibe and energy is here is what I feel, okay? So I do feel like an offer is coming in towards you, and this is somebody that is trying to circle back, and you will receive some type of apology. And this is coming in after some time of, you know, like I said, self-reflecting and figuring out what it is that you want for yourself, and like vice versa for that person. All right, give me one or two cards from this deck to clarify the reading. Give me one or two cards from this deck to clarify the reading. We have make the effort. I do see that here. Okay, so this energy for me is almost like the Chariot for me, you know, being at a crossroads and needing to feel, and then we have retreat, and retreat came out in the reverse. I do feel like something where you go very, very soon. We have make a decision very soon. So I do feel like this is about somebody making a decision, right? And I feel like this is about feeling like you're at some type of crossroads with the situation, you know, wanting to decide, you know, whether to make an effort towards the situation or not. This retreat card coming out in the reverse. I feel like this is a time where you guys separated, but someone is now wanting to reverse that. Somebody is wanting to reconnect in some way in the connection. Let me see what's hidden. And there's a strong energy of manifestation. I don't know who's manifesting, but that's very, very strong energy that I feel. Wow. As soon as I was shuffling, that blew off the Temperance card, and it flew on top of its time and the Hermit. And it's telling me here that the time is now for you guys to actually balance things out and find, you know, what brings peace to the connection, because the next card is the Two of Cups. So I was meant to see that card. So this is about connecting again and finding balance and pouring into each other the way that you should. What is hidden? Show me what is hidden. What? Thank you. Oh, heartbroken. Heartbroken. So it's showing me here that this, you guys are, ooh, and then we have only you that fell out. So whatever happened here, you know, it caused heartbreak in the situation. It caused someone to feel like, you know, they lost their other half. This person seemed to be someone that you truly care about at the end of the day. Let's see what else flipped. And then we have thinking. All right. So I do feel like you guys are going to reconnect in some way, shape, or form. This is somebody here craving you, missing you, thinking about you, wanting to reconnect here in some way, shape, or form. And again, like we said, we had the Inquirer at the beginning of the reading. And the Inquirer for me out of this deck is somebody who is choosing you, who feels like you are their person. They can't find another you. So it's only you here for this person at the end of the day. And this is somebody here who is in an energy of craving you or feeling like, you know, whatever happened between the two of you, they need to fix this. They need to bring this back together at the end of the day. Keep in mind, we just had our September 2025 reading. And if you haven't checked out that reading, go and check out September 2025 reading, okay? But it's giving me those kind of vibes here. You know, September 2025 was all about, you know, people reconnecting, especially with that Uranus in Gemini energy, right? That's retrograde. And that is the energy, and that's all the way through February 3rd, I believe, of next year. So keep that in mind. You're going to have people who are wanting to pop back up. Let's see what some harsh truths you need to know. Keep in mind, I'm going to tell you right now, this deck is really raunchy, but I'm going to read it as it is. All right, so we have allow that shit to come to you, and then we have shit could be so much worse. All right, so let's take those two cards to see the harsh truths you need to know. So allow that shit to come to you. And that's what I'm getting in this reading, right? It says what you want wants you, making things manifest. So someone here is manifesting something very heavily. If you find yourself dreaming about this person, thinking about this person out the blue, is because that person is thinking about you very heavily. All right. So this is why this person is now popping up, right? Keep in mind, we are all one. I did that one video, right? We are all literally connected. And it's so sad because we are connected to people that think really fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we are all one. So if you feel like someone is, because that person is tugging on your line, all right? That connection that you have, they are tugging on it. So this is why you're thinking about them. Now, if you're excessively thinking about them, that's different. But like if it's something like out of the blue and you haven't thought about this person for a while, boom, yes, that person's thinking about, or you're having some type of dream about them, yes, because it's something they need to say that they're not saying, period. But it says allow that shit to come to you. On the other side, it says don't fucking force it. Yes, and I feel like when you are in a position where you are forcing a situation, you are actually making that situation run from you. But if you just be still, be still. What's meant for you will always find you. And I'm seeing a lot of being still energy here with the Four of Swords. And this is why this is now on the verge of coming back. And then we had shit could be so much worse. And then we have be fucking grateful at the end of the day. So I do feel like, yes, some things went down in the situation, and I do feel like someone here could have some resentment towards the situation or feel some type of way. But the vibe is shit could be so much fucking worse. All right, so let's see. All right, I didn't need to get the words out what the advice is, and this fell out. So it's, you have Castle. It says it's time for healing, not war. So let me be very clear. Okay, let me be very clear, because these are the messages that are coming to me. Sometimes in situations, people make mistakes, and sometimes, and I'm not you know, sticking up for nobody, but sometimes in situations people make mistakes, and it's because that person didn't realize exactly what they had. And sometimes it takes these situations for someone to realize that, which they should just realize that in the beginning, right? I don't condone anyone being hurt and going back to situations when someone hurt you, but sometimes it takes something like that to happen for someone to actually come back and just literally love the hell out of you. So I do feel like if this person does come back with some type of apology, it's saying it's time for healing, not war. Even if this person came back to just get their words out, and it puts you in an energy or a space of, you know, being able to heal from just hearing this person say sorry or they apologize. It doesn't mean you have to be with this person. It doesn't mean you have to take them back. It just may mean it's a time for you to heal and move on from the situation that could have tainted, you know, how you love or how you see individuals when you're dating or whatever the case may be. This is a time for healing, not war. Love and light, my stars. Ciao.